Amazon's transparency program gets rid of counterfeiters once and for all. Don't believe me? Come on, join me. I'll show you. Hey everybody, my name's Chad Lacey and I'm an FBA seller. Today I want to talk about Amazon's Brand Registry program. So Brand Registry is a program, I talked about it in an earlier video. Brand Registry is a program that Amazon created to help curb counterfeiters from copying your product and selling on Amazon. The way it works is you have to sign up for a program called Transparency. First you have to be in Brand Registry. Now, a lot of people get into Brand Registry through IP Accelerator, which I'll talk about in another video. And when you come in through IP Accelerator, you don't necessarily have your registered trademark yet. And Amazon gives IP Accelerator applicants access to a lot of their services before their registration is complete. Transparency is not one of them. You do have to have your registered trademark information already, and you have to apply to Transparency separate from Brand Registry, but after Brand Registry. I hope that makes sense. Hope I didn't confuse you there. So you get into Brand Registry, and then you can apply to Transparency. But you do have to have your registration information already once you apply. Transparency is not a free service, and I'll explain why in just a second. So the way Transparency works, and if you want more information about it, simply go over to transparency.com. You'll pull into to this website, and you can just scroll down and click on the Get Started link right here and apply. And someone from Amazon will get back in touch with you fairly quickly. The process to enroll is not that hard. There's just some information you'll have to agree to their terms and conditions, and we'll talk a little bit about what those terms or conditions are in just a second. But let's talk about how the Transparency program works to begin with. So, and they explain a little bit of it on their website. So you enroll your products into Transparency, and once you enroll, you will order these Transparency codes from Amazon. It's a QR code, special QR code. And they are serialized, okay? So every single QR code is unique, and you have to apply them to every single unit that you manufacture. And the agreement that you're making with Amazon when you do this is that you're going to apply it to every single product that you manufacture, regardless if you're going to sell it on Amazon or not. So if you have some of your stock going to eBay, some you're going to sell on your own website, some you're going to sell on Walmart.com, Amazon's just asking that you apply this code to every single one because that's going to help you thwart counterfeit product, and we'll talk about how that works in just a second too, why they're asking you to do that. But essentially, once you have them in, then Amazon will scan the Transparency code to ensure that it's authentic. And likewise, customers can use a Transparency app that they can download. There is a Google and iOS version. They can scan the Transparency code to see that it's a valid unit as well. Okay, so that's a high-level overview of what Transparency does and how you get into it. On the back end, let me explain to you how Amazon's going to protect you in certain ways. So I mentioned that every single one of these Transparency codes are unique, and that you need to apply it to all of your inventory regardless of where you're going to sell it. And the reason why is, so first let's take the regular Amazon stock, right, that inventory. Amazon's going to scan it when it shows up to their fulfillment center, so as they're scanning in. And if your product is registered with Transparency and it doesn't have one of these Transparency codes on it, Amazon won't accept it. They'll turn it away. So that's the first level of how they're protecting you. So if someone else tries to send some transparency enrolled product in, and they're going to do a separate listing, or maybe even they're on your own listing, if it doesn't have the transparency code affixed to the product, Amazon won't accept it. So that's the first way that they're protecting you. Then when somebody buys your product, Amazon will scan that transparency code again when it goes back out. So now they know that it has left the system, okay? If that code ever shows back up again, Amazon will once again kick it back out. And you might ask why they're doing that. So let's say you're on Amazon and you have a 30% off sale one day, right? And you sell a bunch of stock because of your sale. Sometimes you have some not so good actors out there who will take advantage of your sale and wait for your price to go back up to full price, and then they will ship the stock that they have bought from you into Amazon and try to sell it under your listing. Once that happens, Amazon is now going to receive this product, and it's got the transparency sticker on it, but it's getting scanned for a third time. And once again, Amazon will kick it back out and say, no, this isn't valid. So that's one way from keeping hijackers, some of your listing hijackers, off of your listing as well. Similar things like if you were to sell stock on Amazon, eBay, and you had a sale over there and somebody bought a bunch and then tried to sell it on Amazon, Amazon is not going to accept it because it is not part of the serial numbers that they were expecting to come in from you. So it's another way that they're protecting you. That's why they are expecting these stickers to be on all the products, regardless of where you're going to sell them. It just keeps not only the counterfeiters, but people who may be trying to hijack your listing as well. So it's a really effective service. Now, the question I get from a lot of people is, okay, I've already got a UPC code. I've now got an FNSKU code if I'm shipping it into Amazon. And I'm an FBA seller. And now you're expecting me to put another QR code on my product. Not so happy about that. Don't worry. Amazon is allowing you to combine some of the stickers. A lot of people combine their FNSKU sticker with the transparency code sticker as well, if that can all fit on your product packaging. And I will show you what that looks like. I'll put it right here. And show you the different dimensions that of the stickers that Amazon is willing to accept. They do have to be a certain size, and they are very particular. And because these QR codes are serialized, you're going to need to work with whoever's printing your stickers to make sure that they're printing it in high enough quality that it works. Because again, if Amazon can't scan it when it comes in, they will kick it out. Okay. So you are going to want to make sure that that the printer you're working with is qualified to print these. You can check that really easy. I showed you that there was the app that you can download. So, if you're applying the stickers yourself, you can scan them and see if it's working. Your supplier can do it, whoever's doing it. Amazon does have a list of suppliers that are printers that they have worked with in various different countries that they know can print these quality stickers that meet the criteria and everything. So that's something you may want to look at as well. And I mentioned before that there is a cost involved. So since you're buying these, the general cost, the starting cost is 5 cents per transparency code. Okay, so you just need to put that in and factor it into your cost of goods, that every single unit that you sell is going to be 5 cents more expensive now. There is some volume discounts. I think if you order over a million, not in your lifetime, but if you order over a million at a time, it will drop to 3 cents. And I think it's the next break is at 10 million. It drops down to 1 cent per transparency code. So if you're a very high volume seller, there are some volume discounts in there. But again, this is a very effective program to help track your inventory, to keep not only the counterfeiters, but coincidentally the hijackers off of your listing. And you're giving your customers a higher level of satisfaction and knowledge that they are buying what they thought they were buying from who they thought they were buying it from, and that it's an authentic unit. So it is a program you should look into. The sign up is very easy. Again, once you have your registration information, you can just go to transparency.com is where you'll get to the website. Apply and register. Somebody from Amazon will get back to you. For me, it was within 24 hours of me applying. And they will get you enrolled. There are some terms and conditions that you'll have to agree to, and they will make sure you understand the pricing and that you all are also agreeing that you're going to affix these stickers to every unit you manufacture, because the program really doesn't work if you only put it on some of your inventory. It could generate problems for you and your customers and for Amazon down the road. So that's part of the agreement. So I hope this information was helpful to you. If you like the information and want some more detailed information about it, there's a link down below that you can click on to dive deeper into this topic. Thanks so much for joining me, and we'll look forward to talking to you again soon.